Well, y'all, welcome back. Welcome back. Let me see. I'm trying to see what I got. Well, it looked like they did not vote for us to get SNAP. Hmm. So it looks like right now, but it still ain't over. It ain't over yet now. It is not over. We still got a few more days. And you know what? This could be a psychological operation, get everybody in the uproar psychologically. And then all of a sudden, it could be planned, and all of a sudden, boom, everything passed. Everybody got their SNAP benefits because people is freaking out. So, oh, excuse me. Oh, someone's on my too. So let's look at the latest of what's going on. Hold on. Now, here to go. Okay. SNAP funding is set to lapse November 1st, leaving recipients empty handed. And statistically, what really messed me up is that 45% of the people that receive SNAP benefits are foreigners. That messed me up. And they can't believe what's going on. And they don't even do this in their country where they come from. They don't help them buy food. They don't. Now, these states will partially fund SNAP. Some states are taking action to protect food assistance as the federal government plans to suspend SNAP benefits starting Saturday. The Trump administration says food stamp payments will be suspended on November 1st because of the ongoing shutdown. Now, today, the Republicans came up with a plan to fund SNAP and pay federal workers. Democrats said no. Officials in 25 states filed a lawsuit to try to force the administration to continue payments. A ruling is expected late Thursday. Well, which was today. I guess they didn't. The judge didn't rule on it, but he set the rule on it. So maybe that ruling will come out tomorrow. The program costs around $8 billion a month and serves about 1 in 8 Americans. Is a major piece of the nation's social safety network. 1 in 8 Americans, but 45% of the people that get this are foreigners. They weren't even born here. It would be the first time in the program's history that payments would be suspended. The Trump administration said it's not allowed to use a contingency fund with about $5 billion in the program, despite an earlier plan that would have tapped money to keep SNAP going. And this is between Senate. Trump has nothing to do to this. He cannot fund food on his own. He cannot do it because Congress has to do it. Democratic state attorney generals or governors from 25 states, as well as District of Columbia, filed a lawsuit challenging the suspension of payments. They argue they could not that not only could that contingency money be used, it must be. This is going to be interesting. They also said a separate fund with about 23 billion could be tapped into. So it's going to be interesting. This judge should rule tomorrow. A federal judge in Boston is hearing arguments from states that filed suit. She's expected to issue a ruling late Thursday, indicating that any ruling she makes will apply nationwide. Connecticut, the state will spend $3 million to partially supplement SNAP benefits. Louisiana, nearly 1 in 5 residents receive SNAP benefits in Louisiana. Lawmakers authorized $150 million in state funding Wednesday to help avoid Saturday's interruption. Governor Jeff Landry backed a bipartisan measure to allow most of the state's nearly 800,000 SNAP recipients to receive their full monthly benefit amount. The effort will likely exclude able-bodied adults who aren't caring for children or don't share a household with elderly or disabled members, which is about 53,000. New Mexico Governor Michelle Grissom announced Wednesday that her state will provide 30 million in emergency food assistance to recipients through EBT cards, backfilling SNAP benefits temporarily. In New Mexico, 21% of the population relies on SNAP. Vermont Republican Governor Phil Scott and Democratic legislator leader approved 6.3 million in state funds to cover 15 days of SNAP and provide food banks with 250,000. Rhode Island, the state says it will funnel reserve federal welfare funds directly onto debit cards issued to people who buy groceries with SNAP. New York City, I can't stand that Governor Hochul is trying to direct 30 million in state funds to cover food assistance. Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo is seeking 30 million to fund food benefits. In Hawaii, lawmakers set aside 100 million to help low-income families with housing and utility payments. States including Colorado, Maryland, Minnesota, and West Virginia plan to boost funds to food pantries to help people who need food. Okay, as of Thursday, several states have not taken action, and that's Alabama, Texas, Kansas, and Florida. In Nebraska, Department of Health and Human Service announced it will pause SNAP benefits starting Friday. It said it's actively coordinating with food banks, nonprofit partners, and community organizations. In California, there will be a 1 day delay in benefits available for every day after October 23rd, that the process of putting money on cards hasn't begun. That means that if a judge orders the program to continue on Thursday, the first cards will likely not be ready until November 10th. Of course, because California just is backwards with their backward governor. So those states have, if you're in those states, DC is to provide food assistance to its residents if SNAP benefits expire on November 1st. Judge indicates she'll intervene if in fight over SNAP food assistance money. Judge says she'll likely order Trump administration to send SNAP funds to states. It ain't up to him, it's Congress. It's Congress. What the fuck? Okay, let me see. Oh, Chicago, that pitiful mayor. He signs orders supporting Illinois residents who rely on SNAP benefits. Nearly 2 billion people in Illinois use SNAP. So the governor is going to use 20 million in state funds will be directed to help food banks. Illinois is also one of the several states that have sued to save SNAP benefits during the government shutdown. The governor spoke the governor spoke earlier this week about how much it would cost Illinois to try and fund SNAP at a state level. It would be about 350 million, which I'm sure they don't have because Trump ain't sending them shit, as I wouldn't either. Let me see. I gave you the states that's going to fund it. Uh, Looks like a lot of them is directing funds to food banks. Let me see. So MSNBC said that Trump keeping SNAP benefits from 42 million people is cruel. It's up to Congress, not him. That it's written into law. It's up to Congress. Congress controls the purse strings. Ohio announced 225 million to support SNAP benefits. Okay, now Walmart addresses social media rumors that it would close stores when SNAP benefits lapse. They not gonna close their stores. That was dumb. They gonna have people out there since y'all went live talking about y'all gonna steal. They got your picture at the front door. They sure do. Michigan Senate approved 71 million for food aid ahead of SNAP benefits pause. Now that's where I am. Let me look at this. Okay, the bill now heads to the House for consideration. However, because of 5-day layover rule, the House is not able to immediately consider the bill for passage. House Republican leadership did not immediately return a request. So it looks like Michigan is going to fund their SNAP benefits. Nearly 13% of Michigan households, including nearly 492,000 children, rely on SNAP to buy groceries. So it looked like Michigan may not pause theirs. You may have SNAP. Now they also said state to provide 4.5 million to feed Michiganders. So that means that's going to the food banks. All right, now let's get into our videos of these idiots on live saying what they gonna do. If that ain't the dumbest thing I ever heard. Let me get to this. Um, did I do this one?
Gonna turn out, but the whole thing about the Trump housing, LA was already ahead of it. They stopped taking Section 8 applications, they said earlier in the year, because they didn't know where he was gonna go.
Okay, we're not gonna do that one because that's I'm putting that one on Section 8 when I do Section 8. So nope, we're not gonna do that video.
It's been time to get serious. They talking about the stamps gonna stop. What we call them, them yamps. Them yamps gonna be gone. Over 42 million people are at risk of losing critical food assistance. We talking about them food stamps gonna be gone. If you have not learned a skill set, if you have not learned how to solve a problem in the form of a business, you need to learn ASAP.
Facts.
Businesses are laying people off because they lacking money, they lacking funding. Also because AI is taking over a lot of the jobs.
Facts.
And AI don't have no smoke breaks. AI don't have no food breaks. So a lot of the jobs are being replaced if they can. So this week, I'm teaching you guys how to take what you already know.
This is Ben X. I love him. He a nice young man. He building a community in Georgia, a tiny homes. He out of the Nation of Islam. That's why I kept that.
To Americans without SNAP benefits. What? Hey y'all, I gotta talk about this. I feel bad for the children because they gotta suffer, they gotta go through this. Ah man, that's always a bad thing. But to the people that want to be lazy, that want to cheat the system, that don't want to do any work, you all deserve this. And here's why. It's because you've been on government assistance for years, and the government is helping you, and you're supposed to get off of it. Many of y'all don't want to get off of it. You want to be lazy on purpose, don't want to work on purpose, and you're handicapping yourselves, just taking everything from hard-working taxpayer Americans, which isn't fair and it's not right. So now that they have stopped this, word on the street and what's going around is people are talking about they're going to steal. Give me my EBT. It's taxpayers' money.
Facts. That part. That part.
Working hard. Americans that's getting up 4 or 3 in the morning working these jobs. They're helping you out. I seen a video where a man said he is not going to work. They sent him an email telling him to work 20 hours and he'll keep his benefits. He said, F that. I'm not working no job. I get $740 every month for my 2 children. Y'all supposed to pay me. Y'all work for me. So he's saying Americans that are working hard, taxpaying Americans, he said they got to work for him. He ain't doing nothing. You see
Right.
the
That
mental
part.
enslavement and of being dependent on the government and being lazy. Now, what if they did this for good? Just what if they did this for good, hypothetically speaking? What y'all gonna do? All y'all lazy Americans out there. What are y'all gonna do if you don't have it no more? This is why you need to get a high-paying skill, and you need to work hard to start buying things cash, using money, saving,
Facts.
investing, so you can have money, so you can take care of your family efficiently, and stop depending on the government. Get the government, and then eventually get off. To Americans,
Facts.
now, SNAP benefit.
Cause eventually all is coming to an end. It's all coming to an end. This is telling you to prepare with what's coming. Cause America gotta fall. Babylon the Great gotta fall.
Across America, people are now threatening to steal from grocery stores if they don't get what they want. Millions are warning that if EBT food stamp benefits don't reload in November, they'll take matters into their own hands. Some say, the taxpayers work for me. They need to feed my kids.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayers' responsibility to take care of my kids.
That's
Others are
bullshit.
openly threatening to loot Walmarts, break into homes, and steal cars if help doesn't arrive. But while some are demanding more aid, others are furious, saying their tax dollars are feeding people who refuse to work. They argue this system, meant for the disabled and the desperate, has turned into a lifetime free ride for those who simply won't get a job. The divide is growing wider. On one side, families working 2 jobs still can't afford food. On the other, Americans shouting, "Why should I work so someone else can sit at home?" The anger is boiling over, and while everyone's fighting, children are going hungry. Prices keep rising, jobs don't pay enough, and the system is collapsing under its own weight. This isn't just about food stamps. It's about a nation losing control, torn between survival and resentment. Who's right and who's to blame? Should taxpayers keep paying for a system many say rewards laziness, or has America already failed its working poor? Sound off in the comments because this debate is about to explode.
Yeah.
Across America, people are now threatening.
Right. And if you laid up there and have 9 kids, why do I have to help feed you? I'm just saying. I wasn't there when you did all that shit. Ain't nobody told you had that many children. I'm just saying. And then you want me to pay for it.
This is why. This is why. This is why. Cause what? 3 cards full, y'all. Let me see. Pass that receipt.
Look at that bill. Over $1,000 in groceries. 3 cards filled to the top. And this guy said that they didn't even buy it. So this poor guy has to put all that food back. Wow, talk about a bad day.
And everything won't even roll up yet, y'all. $1,013. This is why. This is why I be mad at work. This is why I don't want to work on the 1st. Or the 2nd, or the 3rd, or the 4th. This, y'all. This is why.
Wow.
This is why. This is why. Cause what?
Because her car was declined. Shit, I wouldn't want to work that day neither.
With coverage you can count on. This is WNAN TV5 News.
Tonight, the impact of federal government shutdown has reached more than 1 million people in Michigan, depending on federal funding for food.
The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services saying the USDA has directed it to hold November SNAP insurance and ongoing benefits until further notice. The state health department says this delay will place people at risk of food insecurity and poverty.
TV5's James Felton spoke with people who received those benefits to get their thoughts on the announcement. James?
According to the state, about 1.5 million Michigan residents receive SNAP benefits.
I think that that's going to cause a lot of, stress to families that can't afford food.
Kelly Van Dyke tells us she lost her job because of an illness and receives SNAP benefits. SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, will be put on hold starting in November until further notice. This after the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services was directed by the USDA to do so. We met Van Dyke at the Liquor Basket in Buena Vista Township. As you can imagine, she's concerned by this news.
Come next month, I'm nervous too myself, to where I'm going to get some food benefits or money. It's going to cause, I think, a higher rate of stealing, theft.
It is.
That people need to eat food, and that's going to be another means of getting it.
Other people who get SNAP benefits are also worried.
I think the government is wrong for that because you're cutting off people with families with food. How are they going to eat? How their kids going to eat?
I'm just going to have to spend cash. It's pretty much going to be hectic, but you got to do what you got to do because you still need food in your refrigerator.
Right now, it's unclear how long SNAP benefits are on pause. But Van Dyke says having to go even one day hungry is one day too many.
I hope that the two can come together and we can stop this government shutdown or open it back up and all work together at this, because it's really going to hurt a lot of people.
In fiscal year 2024 in Michigan, the average SNAP household received $335 in SNAP benefits per month. Back to you. Thank you, James. You can call 211 for free confidential assistance and referrals to local food programs.
So you can call 211 if you're in Michigan
Great coverage. You
for
can
assistance. I think I just played this, didn't I?
This shit confuses me. Somebody answer this. Why the fuck anytime the government talk about snatching any handouts, like when the government talk about snatching EBT, SNAP benefits, Section 8, anything, the bottom of the barrel handouts, black people automatically feel that we're the target.
Facts.
How are we the target when it's a known fact? That is more white people on SNAP benefits than it is black people.
Yeah.
I'm confused. But in a Democrat sick mind, this is what they made y'all believe, that when they start talking about snatching all these bottom of the barrel handouts, automatically black people became the mascot. We're the face of EBT. We the face of Section 8 when that's a lie. But black people embraced it so much, they believe that. Anytime they hear anything in jeopardy,
that's a
any
fact.
handout, they go into outrage. Like right now, all through my timeline is black people in an outrage about EBT being snatched on November 1st. I don't see a lot of white people going in outrage.
They sure ain't.
They are number one on welfare. And the crazy shit, the black people, you going in the outrage of something, a handout that was given to people to put you on your feet, not to just keep benefiting off of this shit 40 years later and didn't do nothing with it. It's time to go out on your own. And that's what they're saying. It's time to put your bootstraps. You know what I'm saying? It's time to tighten your boots up, man. But yet, black people, soon as they hear it, they're talking to the black community, man. I told you, man, they talk about snatching EBT. They hate the black community, man. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Exactly. Exactly. I concur. I concur. Shit, there's a lot of people out here struggling who don't get food stamps. And you gotta pay cash. Hey, all this
Tuesday,
come.
October 21st, here on Capitol Hill, and I want to address one of the greatest lies the Democrats are telling the American people about the government shutdown. President Trump is not the one in charge of funding food stamps on November 1st.
Facts.
President Trump is not the one who is cutting food stamps on November 1st.
Facts.
Republicans are not the ones who are cutting food stamps on November 1st.
Facts.
This is 100% a fact, and it cannot be disputed. President Trump cannot spend a single dime on those programs or
Facts.
fund those programs without congressional approval. And a very long-standing law, which is called the Anti-Deficiency Act, prevents President Trump from being able to fund the USDA and SNAP benefits beyond November 1st. So where we stand today is we know that now, for the 12th time, Republicans have gone to the floor to present a clean, continuing resolution.
Facts.
And the Democrats, every single time, have voted no on it. Right now, Democrats have the ability to pass a mini CR, or what is also referred to as an anomaly CR, to fund the SNAP benefits program through the month of November and even beyond. Meanwhile, they can say no to everything else in the clean bill that Republicans have presented. If SNAP benefits are not funded on November 1st, it is indisputable. It is 100% the Democrats' fault.
Facts.
So to all of you, I challenge you, reach out to your Democratic members of Congress and ask them if they're willing to pass a single issue funding bill to fund SNAP benefits. And to all the legacy media out there, anytime you get in front of a member of Congress, ask them the same question.
Facts.
Because that is when you're going to truly see who is on the side of the American people.
Come
Make
on.
no mistake, President Trump's hands are absolutely tied without the Democrats voting on either a mini CR or voting for the clean resolution that the Republicans have presented. Now, I am one that keeps my composure, and I will absolutely do so. But it's running very thin. Because I'm watching the Democratic Party, the same party who threatened to sue the Trump administration for using funds to pay our servicemen and women, lie in the faces of the American people, lie on the legacy media
Facts.
and not be held
Facts.
accountable. It's absolutely reprehensible that today the Democratic Party is playing politics with the lives of the American people.
Facts.
Much love, God bless, enjoy your night, and it is going to be a wild week here on the Hill, but one that we are most certainly prepared for. It's Tuesday, October 21st.
Now
here on
that's a
Capitol Hill.
fact. Call your Democratic congressmen and people. Oh, I like this one. All this on Facebook.
Walmart said they're thinking about closing their doors on November 1st to where you can only order your food and your groceries online. The Brokies made a threat towards Walmart. Said that if the government shuts off SNAP, they're going straight to the Walmart to get everything they need. And now every Walmart has a police officer on standby, and they're thinking about not opening the doors until this situation has passed. There's a thing called a reality check in America. And your crutch, you use the American taxpayers' money as a crutch for you to have an easy life.
Come on.
And there's nothing wrong with acquiescing to the new arrangements for you. Get a job. Go through the adjustment period of not having what you need for a little bit, but maybe that teaches you a lesson. It's not over, but do something. It's not free to live in America for anyone. And just because you got away this long, didn't mean that that was a forever thing. Walmart said they're thinking about closing their...
But Walmart is not closing its doors, so that's not going to happen. All this on Facebook.
Maybe Allah is giving us an opportunity, God, to come together and move for ourselves as we know how to do.
should consider when you wake up to Google a community garden in your area.
Come on.
And we should join amongst those who are already in the process of growing food in your city. And we need to go and serve so that we may learn, so we may be involved in that which will preserve and save our families during such a trying time. Maybe Allah has given us the opportunity, God, to come together and do for ourselves.
That's a fact.
To the Edwards Report, my name's Kaylin, and food stamps are running out. The federal
This
government
is
shutdown
Edwards
has frozen
Economics.
SNAP funding, and over 42 million Americans can lose their benefits next month. Is this the government cleaning up waste, or are they cutting off help to people who are just hungry? We're gonna explore both sides today, so let's get into it.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight the fuck up, bitch, and I'm dead fucking serious, like I'm dead ass. So look at me as I look at y'all as I'm fucking talking. I just got that text, and that text said the link is cut off in November before my motherfucking kids go without. Before my kids go without, and don't have shit and be hungry and broke as I have shit to eat next level. I'm gonna go in every store possible there is and get everything that I regularly get. I'm gonna put it in a motherfucking basket and I'm gonna take it. Don't get the pressing no charges, trying to stop me and block me and hold me at the door. I learned it. So since the link is cut off and the government wanna get shut the down, I'm gonna go in the store regularly like I do if I had my motherfucking food store card. I'm gonna load my cart up one by one, pick my items out like I'm regularly shopping, and I'm gonna push that cart right the fuck out the building with me.
Now, sir, why would you do that?
Right.
Now, let us reason, sir. Why would you do that? Why would you act as if you are so entitled
Come
to
on.
get anything for
Where you
free?
going?
It's the grocery
Okay.
store, not the food bank. You can't just walk up in. It's as if the people have been on this assistance for so long. They've been frauding the system for so long. It's not that they really need it. It's that they don't want to work to get off of it. We're not talking about the people that really need it. But these people have been so absorbed in this mindset that I think they forget what this actually is. That EBT is like a cash substitute.
Facts.
Like somebody is paying for the food for you.
Right.
So they go into the grocery stores now and they think that they just entitled to everything.
Right.
To
That
anything
part.
that's in there.
That
It's been
part.
so long since they paid for some groceries. So now you getting this reaction
Oh shoot.
to the government cutting them off. What? It ain't like, oh, it was good while it lasted. I appreciated what I got. It's like, nah, give me. Where does the entitlement come from? These were benefits. This was given to you. You didn't have to work for this. Like, imagine revolting this much, having to do what literally everybody else already does, which is go to work and spend the money that they work for to put food in their own
That
mouths
part.
on social media. Now, maybe this is foolishness. This is a Walmart worker that is sharing with people the types of food kits that they have so they can survive what's about to happen on November 1st.
All you gotta do is add water. It's 10,910 calories. It's a four-person kit.
Damn, 10,000 something calories.
And it
Damn,
has
that's a lot.
5 meal varieties. Only $27.38. If you're in a rut for Thanksgiving, come and get you one of these 48-hour emergency food supply kits. It'll definitely get the job done.
Think I'm leaving hungry? Not today. Y'all wanna play with my benefits? Fine. I'm feeding my kids one way or another. I'll be back next month when the car hits. Y'all better stock up. You think I'm leaving hungry? Not today. Y'all wanna play with my benefits? Fine.
Let me find out this is AI.
Wow, unbelievable.
He was fired just 3 weeks before he was set to retire.
Welcome back to the Edwards Report. My name
Wait,
is
let me
Kaylin,
get
and
back
food
there.
stamps are
I apologize. That's an ad hominem attack. I would have assumed that this was
You know
a
what? We're gonna be
PSA
done with him.
in
And y'all go and put your face on social media. They gonna have your face at every Walmart at the door.
So let me get this straight. You receive benefits that us taxpayers fund.
Come on.
And now that the government is shut down and there's a possibility that you're not going to get your food stamps for November, you then come on this app and threaten to go steal and beat up loss prevention if they try to stop you. Why would you want to go attack innocent people? Why would you want to go put that on other people that don't deserve it? Okay? And then you say that you're willing to do whatever it takes to feed your family. Well, then go get a job. Because guess what? You go steal, it's just going to ruin your record. You're going to end up in jail. Your kids are going to go to foster care or family, possibly go to prison. And then what? Us taxpayers are still funding your food and your housing while you're in jail or prison. Why would you want to go to that? Like, make that make sense. Yes, I get that you're worried that you're not going to be able to get your food stamps, but go get a job instead of making your threats online. You could use that time to fill out applications and get a job so that you can feed your family and do whatever it takes. That seems more logical to me than to go steal, ruin your record, end up in jail or prison, lose your kids, and then what? Come on, let's do better.
Oh, here we go.
You crying because he said you don't have food stamps? I do have food stamps at home. You do have food stamps at home? Yeah. But there's no reason to cry, okay? You alright? Stop crying.
Listen, whatever y'all do not steal.
Right.
Do not steal. If you steal, he's going to have to control us somehow. You know how he's going to do that? By enforcing martial law, which means
y'all complaining about Trump taking away SNAP. Just go and buy them groceries with cash like I do. Or people actually joking like, haha, now y'all gotta buy groceries with cash like we do. Aha. How is that funny? It's literally single moms out here, you know, that has kids that
I'm not too worried because if I ever go broke, I'ma take your money. If I ever go hungry, I'm robbing I'm looting up all types of supermarkets. So respectfully, like, I'm not that worried because, like, I'm just gonna join the crimes. Like, respectfully, I'm really gonna just join the crimes. I'm gonna go get the little Scully, put it on, and just hop on the line of thieves. Because, yeah. My kids are not
And y'all go online like the feds, the police ain't watching, Walmart watching, Maya's watching. They gonna have y'all face right there at the door.
Anyways, she was there cooking in my house, taking my food, okay? So I went ahead and I grabbed her food stamp card, because guess what? Next month, with the whole government shut down, we're not getting food stamp, guys. Okay? Just saying. So I had to take advantage, and I bought like $300 worth of like meat, chicken, you name it, okay? So yeah, too bad, so sad. She's probably looking for me because she's been blowing up my phone. Like, where are you? I'm like, I'm gonna go shower, but that was like an hour ago. So she's probably like looking for me right now. So yes, I'm so excited. No one told her. Oh, and by the way, I didn't know her PIN number just because a few months ago I went with her shopping and I was like making sure I knew the PIN. So you know what? I grabbed that card, girl. Oh yeah. Okay. Goodbye.
This is what a fridge looks like that ain't got food stamps. The bare minimum to get by, y'all. You don't even want to see the freezer.
I'm sick of the food stamp office, okay? Okay, hang on. Before I get myself worked up, I just came here to talk about how I went from literally $1,700 in food stamps free. Okay? I don't work. I stay home every day. I'm not able to work, so I should be getting the maximum amount. Especially because he needs cereal, chips, pop. He needs all that.
Damn, $1,700 a month. You should be stocked to the rim. How 3 people eating on $1,700 a month food stamps? Damn.
Which they didn't even tell me why. I just got this notice in here. It says they were cutting me back on food stamps. So now I'm really going to have to cut back on everything. He's not going to be able to have his pop no more. He's not going to be able to have his cereal every day for breakfast and his chips that he eats all day long.
Well, he don't need pop, cereal, and chips every day, all day, any damn way. How about that part?
Wow, great, thanks.
I used to get $740 a month for my 2 kids. And we're not getting EBT no more. They took the EBT. They saying I gotta work 20 hours a week. I'm not working for nobody. Get the fuck out of here. This is what Americans, taxpayer, work for us. They work for me. They gotta help me feed my fucking kids. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's bullshit. Shit. God, if Americans, that's why God gonna take this country down. We are too motherfucker. Think we privileged when you should be thankful. We shouldn't have to. We ain't got to do shit. Ain't nobody told you to have them kids. Ain't nobody told you to have them motherfucking kids. You supposed to provide. This some bullshit.
Y'all been helping us all this fucking time. Now y'all want to tap out. Get the fuck out of here. I want my EBT, yo. I want my EBT, and I'm not working for nobody. I'm a fucking boss. What the fuck I look like working? When the government is here to help. Come on.
How the fuck you a boss without a job and mad about food stamps? That's not a boss. A boss gonna boss up and do whatever he got to do to feed his kids.
Y'all send all that money to Iraq, Ukraine. Y'all funding all these wars. But when it's time to help the Americans, y'all don't want to fucking help us? I need my fucking EBT, yo. I need my money, yo. I need my fucking EBT. Stop fucking playing with me, yo. Let's go.
And that's a man. Wow.
You know what? Since you want to take food stamps away, I'm going to fucking Walmart. I'm going to rank up any damn Walmart, throw this shit right in the basket. I'm warming right about that bitch. Move, get the fuck out of my way. I'm not paying for a damn thing. Y'all got me fucked up. I ain't getting a food stamp on EBT. Oh, watch this. Watch this. I'm about to, it's about to be some bullshit.
Ooh, excuse me.
It's about to be some shit. I'm about to go on that bitch masked up, you hear me? Masked up, ranking every damn off the damn shelf, throwing that shit in a basket, walking clean about there. Well, I got me fucked up, bro. It's about to be Thanksgiving, you hear me? And Christmas coming up. And y'all gonna take away nigga EBT? Oh, nah, y'all got the game really fucked up. Y'all got the game fucked all the way up, son. Believe it. Watch this. Y'all think I'm playing? Watch this, you hear me? Watch this. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. I'm going to
He gonna be the first one locked up.
Rank all kind of shit. I'm gonna throw this shit in the basket. I'm gonna walk right about that bitch. Put this in the car. Phew, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. Go home. I'm out of there.
I'm gonna tell you like this right here. If you done got your stamps for this month, or you haven't got them yet, if you done got your stamps, or when you get your stamps for this month, don't go running trying to sell your damn stamps. Don't go running
Facts.
all that goddamn junk food, them knickknacks and all that
Facts.
bullshit. Don't be trying to do nothing else other than put some grocery in that refrigerator and some grocery in that deep freeze. Because I'm going to tell y'all what's happening. So, that whole rumor talk about no stamps being issued in November is a fact. Nobody in America that's in the EBT or part of the EBT program will receive food stamps in the month of November. Nowhere in the United States, if they have a government SNAP EBT program wherever you are, they would not be issuing no benefits. Now, this is the crazy thing. I don't know if y'all really believe a lot of the stuff or if y'all reading up on it, but brace yourself because it's not just November. Listen to me, it's not just November. It's not just November. they trying to phase out and get rid of food stamps, just like they trying to do with Section 8, the government assisted, anything that's government assisted, any program, they trying to get rid of all of that. You see what I mean? And they telling everybody it's to save money and it's to this and it's that. That's not what it's for. That's not what it's for. Don't be no fool. A lot of y'all, like I said, a lot of y'all wake up and run the social media and bullshit. Y'all receive food stamps. Y'all get some type of government assistance. Y'all better start waking up and looking what's going on around y'all. Because like I said, you gonna wake up one day in the world, in the life that you know and used to and feel like you entitled to. That shit gonna change.
Sure is.
Right?
Fact.
Like I said, you gonna wake up one morning and you're not gonna be able to walk in your grocery store and swipe that damn EBT card and fill up your pantry. You see what I mean? So for y'all, for the ones who don't know what's going on, for the ones that's not resourceful, for the ones that's not self-efficient, y'all better get on y'all shit. You would not get food stamps come November. And if y'all haven't been paying attention, don't sit here and just think, come December, they're going to give me my November stamps and my December. No, they are not, because the way they talking, the way this Trump administration talking, you might not get them come December. And I'm being honest.
I came down to the store because I thought my food stamps were supposed to be loading, and there's nothing on there. So I reached out to the office, and there's a recording that says, due to the government shutdown, all benefits are placed on hold, and no money will be loading. So I had a cart full of stuff because I just assumed it was going to be on there like it always is. And I'm not 100% sure. So then I called over to the housing office about the rent check, and they told me the same thing. It says,
That's
due
right.
to government shutdown, all
Your Section 8 ain't gonna be paid. Yeah.
Rent payment, please reach out to your landlord as rent payments will not be funded for at least the month of October. Anyone else having this problem?
Food stamps getting cut off in November, bro. If you take people's food stamps away, people
gonna be a
are going to riot in the streets. Motherfuckers is gonna be running in grocery stores and stealing food. And let me tell you, if I was a security guard, because I used to be a security guard at a grocery store called Smart and Final. I did security at a Smart and Final, bro. And people would like try to run in and run out, and like the other guard was way too. This thing was taking his shirt off. Like, I'll catch. What's up, square up? Not one of the motherfuckers to steal. I'm like, bro, you trying to fade over this, bro? You crazy?
Yeah,
bro.
we got bullshit.
Security is observe and report.
That's it.
Exactly. But I would take the license plate number down. I'd try to stop them, like, getting their way.
Yeah.
When they were, like, trying to smash and grab on some
You trying to do
liquor.
something, at least you doing something.
It was situational.
Yeah.
Teens and young niggas and Mexicans trying to steal beer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in the way on that. Like, bro, freak, give me that shit back.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers, if you see somebody putting a ground beef in their bag or in their pocket, I'm
putting chicken underneath their pants and
I ain't
shit.
tripping off of that. I'm not tripping off of that. And let me tell you something. It's gonna be really hard to get security guards to try to enforce stopping these people
Yeah.
trying to feed their family.
That's true.
People be pulling weapons and shit out too, bro. Trying to stop them or whatever, trying to get out the damn store.
Yeah.
Like, are you trying to go? Like, hey, bro, let me get this. This doesn't even belong to you. This is the store. No. As soon as they pull it out, then what you gonna do? You gonna still be a hero?
Bro, people are willing to die to eat.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. I got it. And they're willing to die. They're willing to kill.
Yep. No matter what. I don't care about going to jail. Fuck that.
I ain't going to jail. I'm gonna blow you away and I'm gonna get on.
Right, and now you facing life and assault and all that kind of shit.
Oh yeah, wait. You used to do security at a grocery store.
Yeah, I hate it.
And now you gonna get cut off for real, permanently, doing some dumbass shit like that. And then you go online and you telling people.
I'm just gonna say what everyone is thinking. I don't care that you're losing your food stamps. I don't care that you're losing your free medical. I don't care that you are losing your free housing. Now y'all are just getting a taste of what every other person is going through. I should not have to pay to feed you and your 9 children.
Right.
I'm the selfish one.
Right.
Kid comes first in my eyes.
Right.
I'm going to give you a prime example of how broken this freaking system is. My son was in a very, very severe motorcycle accident involving a tow truck We were in the hospital for almost a month. As a single mom with no support, and before any of you come at me about the single mom thing, no, I didn't expect myself to be a single mother, but you know what? Shit happens. Being a single mother with no freaking support, that is a month, actually over a month of lost wages over something that was completely out of our control. I was told by case management in the hospital, hey, the only way that your city is going to offer you any type of assistance is if you have an eviction notice. The only way that you're going to get help paying your bills because of these lost wages, because of an emergent situation, is if you have a shutoff notice.
Yep.
This is how broken the system is. I work over 40 hours a week. And you're telling me that I'm paying into a system that I cannot benefit from?
Yep.
But you want to come on the internet
Yep.
and bitch and complain about losing your free benefits that you've probably been on for 10 plus years.
Come on.
On a brand new phone? We're sick of it. We're done. We're sick of it. We don't feel sorry for you at all. Because now you're just getting a small taste of what all of us have been going through for years. So here's an idea. Instead of continuing to pop out children that you cannot afford,
Come on.
get a condom and a job. Because the average American is sick of supporting.
That is a fact.
That's a
That
fact.
is a fact.
It's a
if
fact.
I've ever heard it before in my life. When I had my daughter, I
This is
made up in my
Anton
mind
Daniel.
that she would never ever suffer. She would never, her feet would never hit the ground, and I would never be in a position. I would work 2 jobs. I would work 100 hours a week if I needed to. When I had my daughter in the middle of the 2008 housing crisis at the very beginning in February, or February. But my point is that real people take responsibility for the decisions that they make. I seen a woman talking about how she had 6 kids. And who's going to feed her kids
Right.
if food stamps are cut off?
Right, because ain't nobody told you to have 6 motherfucking
So
kids.
I have to take a bigger cut out of my money, which most of it should go to me. We should only be paying for infrastructure and public safety, and then very small government for regulation, and then obviously we know our military. But the point is that all of our money, most of it, a lot of it is going to social services. And that is not right. It's not
I
right
agree.
at all, and people are taking advantage of it. And now they believe that you are required to make sure that they are taken care of.
Ain't that a
because
bitch?
It's your obligation, and it's not even your money, even though it comes straight out of taxpayer dollars, to ensure that they are good for the rest of their life. And it is so disrespectful to
It
everybody
is.
that is working every day, go out there and bust their ass.
Come on.
And try to figure out how to make a way, or how to pay for
Exactly.
the tuition, or how to make sure that everybody got food on the table, and how to make sure that they got their retirement. Man, it's people that can't even pour into their own retirement because so much money is coming out of their paycheck that they gonna have to be dependent on the federal government in order to make sure that they okay
Come on.
long term.
Come
and
on.
That's not right.
It's not right.
It ain't right. It ain't been right. And the nerve of people that then come on the internet and say that they are going to steal
Come
from
on.
stores and turn their stores, because obviously they'll run these stores out of business, even big box stores. They will leave your neighborhood and your community in a heartbeat. I've
Sure
seen
would.
closing fresh stores and all of that all over the country.
Wait a minute, because Chicago, Walmart left. They got the fuck on. Ain't a Walmart in Chicago.
Kroger, they low margin, Wegmans, whatever you want to call it, they are willing to pack up and leave if they see a rash of theft. And then other people are telling them that, you should just go ahead and make sure that you turn a blind eye if you work in these places for people that decide that they want to steal. And then you're going to be out of a job, and then y'all going to be calling y'all neighborhood a food desert because you don't have any grocery stores.
Facts.
And now you got to shop at the corner store. You're going to say that your neighborhood is deprived. But we are going to have to start being adults. We're going to have to start being responsible. And the responsible thing to do, from my perspective, is first take care of yourself before you start bringing other people into this world.
Come on, that part.
Requiring the federal government, aka the taxpayers, to take care of you and ensure that you're okay. It's not my responsibility. That's not my kid. And I don't owe you anything. And I should not be required
That part.
to take care
That
of
part.
adults that choose to open up their legs and then remove themselves from the presence of the Father Y'all better get married. Y'all better work together. Y'all better make sure that y'all got y'all lives together. And I don't feel sorry for any of these people that are on government assistance that have more than ample time to get themselves together, and they decide that they want to wait till November and say, oh my God, I ain't got my food stamps no more. As a matter of fact, I am so taken aback. I didn't even realize the amount of people that we are supporting with our tax dollars. Black, white, and all in the middle and indifferent.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize how many
I didn't either.
had been on government assistance for years, and I mean years. I know people that was on government assistance back when I was younger, and they had Section 8 housing for years. They would not move because they were basically taking advantage of a system, and they didn't even want to make themselves better. And then they'll sit there and hit you with the
Now, it's that part. They don't. They comfortable being where they at. Yup. That's a fact.
Not meaningful. And most people are still having sex, and they still popping out children.
Yeah.
And when Trump said, okay, well, you got to work at least 20 hours a week, do at least volunteer work or go to school or something, people was acting appalled. Oh, I can't believe it. No, I can't believe that he's actually making us do something meaningful and asking us to go to work so that we can support ourselves. Lord forbid, heaven knows that is the worst thing that ever happened to people, is to be self-sufficient and to take care of ourselves. But no, definitely people are pissed off. People are angry. They think that they deserve. I've seen people say no matter how many kids that you have, no kid deserves to go without food in their belly and health care coverage. And I said, what? So who gonna pay for that? Because somebody gotta pay for it.
Right. Because ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing free.
You living on the streets. Is that supposed to come out of my pocketbook? Are y'all counting other people's money? Then they want to say that billionaires or millionaires are supposed to be contributing even more to ensure that you're okay. You got Mom Donnie running out there in New York saying that they're going to have government-run sponsored stores.
Yeah, let's see how that work out.
Crazy out of his mind.
Facts.
Again, this is the time that we live in. This is the space that we exist in. And you can't make this up. And so, yes, she is absolutely correct. She said the quiet part out loud. I know everybody gonna act like they appalled. Don't worry about it. You've been kicked out of worse places. You've been kicked out of worse places for less. And so don't act appalled. It's a lot of us. I would say the majority of people that hustle, grind, work every day, drive DoorDash, get second jobs.
Facts. Because I got 2 jobs.
Lower their lifestyle, work their ass off. Some people don't even have kids. Some people are single. And then they got to pay the most taxes because the federal government says that you got to pay more taxes than anybody else if you decide that you want to be single. That's not right. So because you are responsible and you are more of a responsible adult, you now have to be held accountable for the decisions of the people that came before and after you.
Facts.
Because they didn't want to be responsible with how they handled their business. Always gonna link back to the content creator. Make sure you guys tap into
Yep, this
Patreon.
Anton Daniels. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm out. I'm about to come right back. Damn, I gotta get up. Oh shoot.